What's up, everybody? Metal Biker Dude coming at you here. Okay, so I know it's about time we got to this, but this was a request from Kennedy, the Patreon, and he wanted me to check out something called Necromance Theater from Pinkly Smooth. Now, since we started doing so much Avenged Sevenfold stuff on the channel, I've learned that this was a side project. I believe he said it was Sinister Gates in the Rev. I was going to Google it, and I don't like doing that, though. I don't like doing it because I don't want to know anything more than what I know going into it. I like going into songs cold, and that's what most of people appreciate about my channel versus a lot of other ones. Everything's cold. So, and then the other reason is because I like the interaction that I have with people, especially on Patreon. They kind of school me their way, and I've always found that very beneficial, because usually if somebody's going to school you on an artist, it's because it's their favorite artist or one of their favorite artists. So they really have a much more fan-driven idea of the music. So, and no matter what genre we're talking about here. So I really prefer to do it that way. And then usually, like, down the road, now I will tell you, like with Avenged Sevenfold, I have read some things about them outside of this, but that was well after we got into doing so much Avenged Sevenfold stuff. So, especially when we started doing the full lengths, the LPs and stuff, and all of the live performances and whatnot. So, but let's get into this. It's called Necromance Theater. You know, one of my favorite bands is Rush, and they had a song called The Necromancer. So I know what Necromancer is. So I have a general idea of what Necromance Theater is about. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to change, but it has kind of a Primus vibe to it. And I believe that is the Rev on vocals, right? Right on. Oh, hell yeah. This is very, very Primacy, if that's a word. I'm referring to the band Primus. Very, very similar tones in the guitar. Drumming is just like Primus, and it has that progressive vibe to it, with some jazz elements and things like that. Pretty cool vibe, man. Is that Sinister? Very cool vibe, man. I dig this. if that is the Rev singing, which I'm pretty sure it is, you know, and when we watch some of those videos, especially the making of video, and some of the other stuff that where I've seen the Rev sing, we already know he can sing, but this really puts him in full display, and he's pulling it out off. Yeah, there are a lot of people that can sing really well, but they're not ready for that lead role. He's killing it, man. And that there, I was going to say a few minutes ago too, it has almost like a punk vibe to it too, in a sense. Like that part right there was kind of punkish. And hey, just a quick reminder, full length weekend, next weekend, got something pretty good planned for my rocker people. I'm not going to say who, but I think you'll enjoy it. There's one person out there that knows. That is so nice, man.
Every time I look into the mirror, I see it in my face. I'm possessed by the goblin child who destroy the human race. And though I haven't forgotten hope, I know the ancient Lord God will strike me down to hell forevermore.
Nice switch up, man.
The
Well, okay, that was different, and there were parts in there. I don't know, a little piece of heaven. Didn't that kind of have that a bit of that vibe to it? Don't you think? But at the same time, it was very jazzy, and I love the drum work in there. Loved the drum work in there, especially when they're doing those little ghost note things, and that was very, very cool. Yeah, ding ding, for sure. Different. And you guys know I've said this ad nauseum. I love different. I love unique. And there's nothing wrong with playing some good old heavy rock and roll, and I love that. But I want a spin on it. I want a little uniqueness in it. I don't want it to be a cookie cutter. I want you to put your stamp on it. They put their stamp on this, for sure. Right on, man. Metal Biker Dude, peace.